Warning, if you haven't entered for your chance to win the Civic, links in the description, tommyfyeah.com. She's parked out front, but today we got a special delivery. Big ass semi we've been waiting for quite some time. He's got a beat truck for me. I don't know how this dude's gonna get the fuck out of here. He's gonna have to like go that way maybe. Yeah, I'll just stop. So anyway, if you didn't know, I bought the 5.3 totaled Colorado from Trevor, Motion Auto TV. If you haven't checked out his channel, do so. He buys junk all the time. So he told me he had this 5.3 truck and I was like, well, I'm trying to swap that other one and I'd like to do as OEM as possible. So what better way than getting a whole ass truck? This sat in a body shop for over a year and it was covered in dust. It was in a wreck, but it only has 40,000 original miles. So I think we'll be able to pull some really good parts out of this truck. The rear end is beefier. It is a 4-wheel drive, but that's whatever. But the rear end is beefier. The wiring harness we need, and we'll probably fuck with some interior stuff. Who knows? I haven't even seen the truck. I just said, let's do it. And I think I made the right decision. It has no radiator, but I do plan on doing a burnout in the parking lot with it. So here's my new race truck, sitting a little crooked. I gotta close the window in the front, but the only reason I bought this is because of this engine and the OEM-ness of it. I wanna try to put it in stock, if that makes any sense to you. So, like, just putting all this in, having the coolant hoses, like, correct, instead of making some junk ones. This is all stock, and that's what I'm into. So we'll see how that goes and what's damaged, but the truck runs and drives, which is a great sign. We're gonna wait for this dude to leave, then we'll pull it inside, and maybe we'll just get to work on taking this engine out. Then the wheel fell off. Everything was going fine. Yeah. Where is the front axle? I thought this was a 4-wheel drive.
Right, it's not in there.
It's gone?
You can see where the spout is, like where it goes through the transfer, the front diff.
So it's just not. Well, I have an axle here. It's like CV.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, with that's why that fell off.
So we quickly got to work, and Josh just pulled the front diff out, which is super weird looking. The wheel fell off in the parking lot, as you saw, because there was no axle or axle nut. The torsion bar is missing from this side, so somebody had their way with it. I'm not even gonna ask Trevor about it because I don't give a fuck, but it's a miracle it didn't fall out on him. Unless he was the dickhead that pulled it out right before the truck left. Trevor, if you were the dickhead, put it in the comments. So Josh just taking all the bell housing bolts out, and the engine shouldn't be long, right? There was not a lot connected to it.
No, everything's pretty much off of it.
That's sick. So that's all we're really going to use from this. I guess the rear end is really good. I'm going to look and see if it's compatible. Probably be a great upgrade for Rudnick. It is an LSD stock. Besides that, I don't really want anything. Might fuck with some interior stuff and whatnot, but
The interior is mint.
It's pretty good, except for where the airbag blew holes and shit. So we'll see what we end up taking, but just to show you the mileage proof, look at how clean that brake dust shield is. That's fucking brand new. The other one looks just as good. You can still see part numbers on it. It's wild. Damn. Even the calipers are like not rusted and shit. Have Jack start stripping things off of it that we might use, like the brake calipers, front and rear, shit like that, that just has 40,000 miles on it, that I think has a value for us, especially if you never know when we're gonna get another Colorado. Big knuckles.
Go harder. What the? That was he just palmed it. Fuck, that hurts.
Now use your forefoot.
Nope.
You know what you have to commit, and you have to punch through it.
Yeah.
Do it then. Show me. Matt, come punch through this.
What?
If you can do it, I'll give you $100. I have
The window.
Yes.
Will you pay for my hand if it breaks?
No.
I'll let you live in my house if it breaks.
Alright, fuck it.
You'll never break that back.
Dang, that's a
This
commitment.
window?
Yeah.
He's gonna break
You already punched it?
I punched it hard, dude. My hand hurt.
Health insurance?
What?
Fucking boiled on it.
Use my knuckles.
Try with your knuckles.
Oh yeah, try it. Break your knuckles.
Look at my knuckles. They're red.
I bet you can do it with your elbow easy.
No, I'm not doing it with my elbow. You do it. I remember you tried to me. I don't want to do it with my elbow.
If you can break that with your part of your body,
Okay.
you can live in my house.
Use your elbow. Like, go like
Try
this.
your elbow.
Any place.
Go like this behind you.
Like what?
Like the glass behind you.
It's bending so much.
Dude, that shit does not want to break.
I would have cheated for sure and put my keys in between my knuckles and just hit it.
That was some commitment, though.
Should I do it with my foot?
You said any part of your body. How are you getting your foot up there? I'd love to see it. He's gonna land on it. Oh my god. He's gonna hit his head.
Don't let it fall off the lift.
You don't care about this truck, clearly.
No, obviously not.
This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
You're not getting it though.
How is he's gonna fall off the lift? There's not shop insurance for that. That's a strong fucking window, man.
All right, so the engine is out of the shitty truck. This thing is fucked. The transmission's broken, some other issues. Front diff is out, obviously, with the engine. I'm gonna rob it for some more parts, but the engine is super clean. However, something strange happened. I don't know how it could happen in the accident, but you'll notice this flange gets a little bigger and it hangs over here. So this valve cover is actually pushed up. These are really long bolts, so we're hoping just the bolt is bent and it didn't like fuck anything up inside. Who really knows? We won't know until we get this thing on a stand and check it. What you just saw is us dry ice blasting the surface dirt off this thing. I'd like to get on a stand, pull the headers off and the harness and shit like that and really clean it. But I don't want this to be like a long-term thing. I want to get it all ready, get it all prepped, and put it in the truck as soon as possible because we're losing good weather. And I'd like to drive this truck a little bit before it snows. So my goal now, like I said, get it on a stand, get it all checked out, and see what's actually up with this. Clean, vapor blast the valve covers, maybe powder coat them, figure out an intake manifold if we're just gonna leave this one on. I'd like to get a cover for it. It used to have one, I would assume. I don't know what that looked like. The power steering reservoir has a little crack in it, but I don't think it's leaking. I think it's just a aesthetic thing. We also need a radiator. I might just run the stock one, which is, they're all the same, but the CSFs, it looks like they discontinued them, which is probably for the best because they always leaked. Griffin's out of stock, like everything cool is out of stock, so just get an OEM one from the dealer with the part number. Hope for the best.
Very nice.
Only if it spills.
It spilled.
It spilled.
All right, and that is the final resting put. Now, we are now going to load this up onto a trailer that isn't made of aluminum, bring it to the scrapyard. We're done with this thing. We might take some interior pieces out, but we got what we needed. Thanks, Trev. And now, we're waiting for some parts from GM that are coming today. And we're gonna try to get the engine in ASAP. Stay tuned. See you guys next time. We'll probably, hopefully, upload on Thursday with a running 5.3 Colorado. Bye.